Good morning, SMP Nation. Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our Thursday live show. We're glad you're here. I was out last week, but Kennedy held the fort down for me, so I'm glad to be back. I'm glad you are here. So, guys, we have a really cool show today. We're going to have Miriam Coffey on. Now, she's a Janome educator, but we're going to be talking about the Elenas. And the reason we've got the Janome educators, because Janome and Elena are almost kind of the same. They have some of the same machines. And so most of the Janome educators are doing Elena as well. So the two machines that we're talking about today are the Multi Needles by Elena. There's a 4 needle and there's a 7 needle. Now Miriam's going to talk about the Janome 7 needle today, but that's because of what she has. But the interface is exactly the same. But guys, we've got an unbelievable special on these two machines today, and we're going to talk about those. And so we're excited to show you those. We got some really good prices. Plus, we got some special financing for it. So if you've been in the market for a 4 needle or a 7 needle, today is the day, because I'm telling you, the interface is exactly the same as Janome, basically same machine. A few differences on the accessories, and that's it. So, but we're glad you're here. First of all, before we get too deep into the show, I want to give a big shout out to some of the SMP Nation watch today. Hey, we've got Norma Kaufman. She's here in San Marcos, California, or right here beside SMP. So good morning to Norma. We got Janet Thomas over in Georgia watching. So good morning, Janet. We have Lisette Ramirez in New Jersey watching. So hey, Lisette. We have Bird Dog in Wisconsin. So I didn't, is Bird Dog a bird dog?
Is that a full name? First
name? Is Bird the first and Dog the last name?
Yeah.
Or is it just Bird Dog? Y'all tell us. So Bird Dog in Wisconsin. We have Ann Philback watching in Virginia today. We have Belvis Lisa Morgan over in Kentucky watching. Barbara Fry up in Minnesota. Mary Ann Fox in Idaho, and we have Sandra Cummings in Texarkana. Now, Sandra, I got to ask you, which side of the road do you live on? Now, the reason I'm saying that, guys, if y'all don't know, there's a street that runs right down through the middle of Texarkana. If you're on the west side, you're in Texas. If you're on the east side, you're in Arkansas. So tell us, Sandra, real quick, are you in Arkansas or Texas? You have to be on one or the other. Can't be in both, right? So, and then we have John up in St. Louis. I just saw that flash up on the screen. So, guys, we've got a great crowd today. Glad you are here. We're going to, as usual, give some stuff away on the show today as well. So if you want a chance to win, basically all you have to do is comment and ask questions, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and it'll automatically enter you to win, and we'll do some drawings at the end of the show. But got some dates I want to talk to you about, too. So, so October, the next month coming up, we're going to have our National Trade-In Week. Now, we did this last year, and guys, this is an awesome opportunity for, let's say that you've got a machine that you've had your eye on, and you want to trade an older machine that you've got in on it. We take trade-ins, and you'll have to call. You have to tell them what machine you're looking at, what machine that you've got you want to trade in, and then we can tell you. And I'll just tell you how we do it. If the machine that you have, we go out and find the lowest price we can find on eBay, and that's what we usually will, give you for it. That way, by the time my techs, they go through and they completely overhaul them, give them a makeover, tune them up, refurbish them, and then we sell them as used machines, or we donate them. That's kind of what happens. So, but anyway, it gives you the opportunity to get some money for your older machine and trade it in for a brand new one. So that's going to be in October. So that's National Trade-In Week. And I think the dates, Kyle, were like the second week, isn't it? I think it's the second week.
The 9th through the 13th?
9th through the 13th, Kennedy saying. I think it's the second week. We'll give you the exact dates. And we'll start sending things out for that. But that'll be that week. So that y'all mark that down on your calendars. And then right after that, November the 27th. Now, November the 27th is, you called it, it is Cyber Monday. So we will have a lot of specials too, guys, on Black Friday, which that's the Friday after Thanksgiving. We're going to have a ton of specials going on, and we might even have a show. We've been kind of kicking around the idea that we may do a Black Friday show. So y'all tell us right now if y'all would like to see a Black Friday show. a special show for that. We might do that as well. So put it in the comments right now if you'd like to see a Black Friday show. But we're definitely on par for Cyber Monday. And I want to tell you how Cyber Monday is going to work. So Cyber Monday is going to be extremely fast-paced. Every 15 minutes, we're going to have a different product up doing a demo. So it is going to be just all day long. If you get up and go to the restroom, you've missed a machine. So if you get up, go get something to eat, you've missed a machine. And we're not going to repeat any machine. So every machine that comes up is going to be something different. So there's going to be 30 sessions during the day. You heard that right, 30 different products that we're going to have demonstrations on. So it's going to be extremely fast-paced, and we're going to have some great, great specials. And we're working right now, Kyle and I both are working with the manufacturers. So a lot of these, we're going to be able to even tell you on the air what the special are. Now, some of them, I'm sure there's going to be some that we're not going to be able to tell you what the price is. You'll have to call in. But I will tell you that every single thing on the show will not be the normal price, or it won't be on the show. So that's just, if you're getting ready to, treat yourself for something for Christmas, Cyber Monday is going to be a great time to do it. So make sure y'all mark that down. It's going to be a great show. We've already got it's set in stone. We got some unbelievable educators coming in to do stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think you're going to see some of your old favorites. You got like somebody like Angela Wolf's going to be doing demonstrations, Carly Bell, Joanne Banco, just to name a few, Cindy Hogan, on the brother side of things. So a great education list coming up, and it's going to be fast paced. There's going to be I think there's 7 sessions with Baby Lock, 6 sessions with Brother, and then there's like 3 sessions with every other brand that we have. So it's going to be a pretty fast-paced, fun time. Then you think that was fun. Guess what's after that, guys?
What's after that?
Any guesses, Kyle? It's Christmas time. Countdown to Christmas. Y'all been waiting for that. Santa Blaine will be back in the house, and we are going to have a great time, and that's going to be December the 11th through the 15th will be Countdown to Christmas. It'll be 5 days of streaming, 8 hours a day, and doing demos all day long, great specials on products. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So that'll be coming up December 15th or 11th through the 15th. Then what's next, you ask? Well, I can tell you one for sure. We're going to have probably something in between this, but March the 11th through the 15th, guess what time it is? It is Quilt Fest time. So mark that down. March 11th through the 15th will be Quilt Fest. And guys, this year it's going to be crazy. We have already got judges lined up. So if y'all haven't started on your quilts to enter for the contest, get started now, because we got professional judges going to judge your quilts. And we're going to have 4 different categories of winning. You can either win first through third place with the judge's choice, and then we're going to have a People's Choice Award that y'all get to vote on yourself. And so there'll be 4 places that we'll give, or 4 prizes and trophies and things, and for that. And that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Can't wait for Quilt Fest. And we got some great specials going on that. And so that'll be March 11th through the 15th. So make sure you mark all that down. And then we'll have, on in the summer, we're going to have Hoop Fest again, and then we'll be right back around to Sew Fest time. But we're going to have also we're going to have another Fabric Palooza coming up. We've got to get the date set. I know y'all absolutely have loved Fabric Palooza. And the next one, guys, we have got so much fabric that we're planning to show. We've been collecting fabric and doing things, and we're going to do it the same way we did before. You're going to either be able to buy it in a yard pack, 3-yard pack, or you can buy the bolt this time. Y'all asked for it. You said you wanted to be able to buy bolts. So we're going to sell you the whole bolt of fabric if you want it. And everything is going to be extremely deep discounts on it. We have got way too much stock in fabric right now, and we're going to try to blow some of that out. So we got to get the date set. So y'all let me know when you would like to see Fabric Palooza as well, because if you want to see it before Christmas, if you want to see it right after Christmas, like in January, or if you want to wait, or if you want us to try to do it in October, you tell us right now and put it in when you'd like to see it, and we'll try to make it happen. There's a lot of work that's got to go into this. Kyle, a lot of pictures. Yeah, Kyle has to take a ton of pictures of the fabric. He's like, when I said, you want to do it in October, and he's over there going, oh my gosh. But he's up for the challenge, I think. He can handle it. So we're just going to do what y'all want. If you want to delegate it. Kennedy, it sounds like you're going to be taking a bunch of pictures.
Woohoo!
So, so anyway, that's what's going on. And so y'all let us know when you'd like to see Fabric Palooza, because we do need to make some room. And guys, if y'all are local in Southern California, we encourage y'all to come to the San Marcos store. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but we actually closed down our San Diego store. And I'll tell you the reason why. A lot of people wondered, I got asked this not too long ago, why did y'all close that store down? What happened? It wasn't anything to do with the store. It was the real estate. We owned the property that it was at. And if y'all can imagine how valuable property is down in San Diego, and we had our own parking lot that went with the building, 10,000 square foot. It was awesome. And we weren't even in the market to sell it. And we got approached that we had been looking for some, or actually real estate to relocate our corporate office, because we've kind of outgrown it. And we were looking for that. And the realtor we were dealing with, somebody contacted him and said, hey, you think they would sell? So he asked us about it, and we're like, no. And then they said, he goes, well, he gave us a price, what he thought we could get for it. So we put it up for sale, and it sold really quick. So it was a great investment for Sewing Machines Plus. And I don't know, we may be looking to open another store somewhere else. We're going to be looking, but right now we've just got the one store now, but we had to move all the product up to that store. And as y'all remember, we had our little online auction a while back, and that was part of that, trying to clear out some of that inventory. So with the machines. But if you haven't been to San Marcos lately, y'all go by San Marcos. The team there has been working around the clock to make that store look awesome. And I walked in this morning, and it looks so good. It's so organized. It's packed full of product. And they just had our new product launch party this past Saturday here. And I think there was over 80 people came. And so we sure do appreciate y'all coming, and we hope that y'all enjoyed it. We had educators from around the nation came in and did demonstrations. So if y'all ever get a chance to do that, you ought to try to plan that on your schedule. It always happens in September. And so it's a really good time. And we had food and drinks and all kinds of things. So, but big shout out to the San Marcos team for the store looking awesome.
Everyone's commenting where we should put a second store.
Okay.
We're getting lots of Phoenix, Ohio, Southeast, New York. Everybody's putting their recommendations.
Well, you know what'd be easier is if y'all just flew out here.
Right.
Come to this store. It'd be easier, not for us, but for you, it'd be easier for them to go to a store locally, but it'd be easier for y'all if y'all flew out here. There's a lot goes involved in finding the right location in stores and finding the right location and getting people hired. There's a lot goes into it. So I'm sure we'll do something. We're going to be very methodically and very careful about it when we do it. So y'all stay tuned. You never know. Might be in a town near you. So did our friend in Texarkana ever chime in and tell us what state?
So she said that she is a mile from the border on the west side.
So she's in Texas.
Yes.
But she also said if you go
it was
a certain area, then you are in both.
Yes.
So there's certain properties.
How can you be in both?
She said if you go down, and then there's a way to be in both.
All right. Okay. So if your house is on the border, if you go to the east side of your house, you're in Arkansas. If you go to the west side, you'd be in Texas. You can't be in both at the same time because there is a line, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's probably right. She may be right. But I know you used to go down a street, and if you're driving south, you're in Texas. If you're driving north, you're in Arkansas. Is that right, Sandra? I think that was
downtown on the circle at the post office.
There you go.
So the post office is in both.
Yeah.
There you go.
That makes sense. Okay. All right. Thanks for clarifying that, Sandra. So anyway, she's a Texas girl. So anyway, guys, I'm so happy you are here because we got Miriam is ready to go. And I want y'all to watch all the features she's going to talk about because they are going to apply to the Elena. And then, guys, we're going to show y'all the Elena pricing today. And we're going to make it really easy for you to purchase an Elena machine. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all been in the market for a embroidery machine, period, even if it was a 1 needle, you've been in a market for embroidery machine, we're going to have the price of this 4 needle so attractive. Kyle and I were talking yesterday. I was like, man, I'm tempted to buy one of these things. I mean, this thing, 4 needle for the price we're going to give it is actually crazy. It is. So anyway, y'all welcome to the show, Miriam Coffey from Janome. She's a national educator for Janome and Elena. And we're going to talk all about the Janome MB7, but we're actually going to be, it's the same as the Elena 7 needle. So we're going to talk about both the 7 and the 4 on the pricing. So let's let Miriam take it away.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for having me, and thank you for letting me be a part of such an exciting event that you guys have going on. My name is Miriam Coffey. I'm an education specialist with Janome America, and welcome to my studio. I hope you guys are excited because I'm excited to go over today's machine, which is the MB7. The MB7 is one of Janome's embroidery only machine and one of our 2 multi-needle machines. This particular machine has 7 needles, which means you don't have to change your thread until every seven color changes. So it makes doing any sort of embroidery project a lot faster and a lot easier. So one of my favorite things about this is how much more productive I can be on it and how much more prolific I can be. Now, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to be more productive and more prolific? Because we all have so many inspirations and so many things that we want to work on, and having a machine like this is going to help you with that. So if that sounds something that you're interested in, stick along, and we're going to go over the MB7. So first of all, again, like I mentioned, it has 7 needles. It also has 8 spool pins because it has 1 additional spool pin in the back for your bobbin. It has a separate bobbin winding motor so you can wind your bobbins in the back. It does also have a larger bobbin than normal. It's almost twice as large as a standard sewing machine bobbin. It has this tension disc on it on the side here. It's very easy to install and very easy to put back into the machine. All you have to do is make sure that that bar is horizontal or parallel to the ground. Snap it back in and then shut your case and you are ready to embroider. It also has 150 built-in designs, 10 fonts, 2 and 3 letter monograms, as well as you have the ability to add the brackets or remove the brackets on the side of the monograms. There's also a thread cutter, which is my favorite button. I love thread cutters. I like to call them my deal breaker. I don't want to sew or embroider on a machine that doesn't have thread cutters on it, because what's wrong with being a little spoiled, you know? It also has 3 hoops that comes with it. It has the M1 hoop, which is the largest hoop, which is a 9.4 by 7.8. We have the M2 hoop, which is the second largest hoop, which is this one right here, which is 4.9 by 4.3. And then lastly, this little cutie is the M3, which is 1.96 by 1.96. So let's go over threading a little bit, because threading can be one of the things that are most intimidating about multi-needle machines. It's kind of similar to sergers because there's all those threads and all those needles and it feels like a lot. But one of the things that Janome is known for is how user-friendly we are, which I absolutely love, because once you know one machine, it makes it a whole lot easier to learn the next one, which makes my job a lot easier because they're all pretty similar as far as their icons. So all of their icons are going to be the same. There may be 1 or 2 exceptions because there's always an exception, but overall there's going to be the same icons from machine to machine. They're most likely just in different positions. So on that effect, there are numbers and arrows along the thread path, which makes it a lot easier to thread the machine. So let's go ahead and just go over the quick thread path for you. So we're going to start in the back. We're going to start with this blue one here. And at the back of each thread color, there's going to be a little eye, and we're going to go from back to front, and then there's a tension disc here and a tension disc here. We're going to go on the left-hand side of the dial through the tension disc and on the left side of the pin. And there are arrows and numbers along it. So it will show you which direction you want to go. Next, you want to go down through this tension disc, and then once I get to this second tension disc, I like to floss it just a little bit, just to make sure that it's always all the way in the tension disc. Next, you're going to go down to these openings. Now, you're going to notice there's a lot of openings and it may look a little confusing. But if you remember that each color gets 3 openings, it will make it look a little bit more organized. So once you go all the way down, you're going to notice there is a little U-turn arrow sort of thing. That means your thread's going to go straight back up. But before it does, you do want to go right to left through this little spring here, right like that. You're going to go through that spring and then up through that second opening. Then we're going to go through our tension, our take-up lever, and again there's another arrow or another line right here to indicate where we're going. Lastly, we're going to go through this last opening here. And then down through this opening here, just straight down, you'll notice again there are numbers just reminding us which one we're threading. And then the last couple steps is just like any other Janome machine where there's a little thread guide right in front of the needle. There's a little thread guide right here. We're going to go on the right side of it, and then it'll snap behind, thread the eye of the needle, and then thread the eye of the foot, and then you're done. I know that sounds like a lot of steps, but with the arrows on the machine, and once you do it a few times, it's really going to click, and it will make embroidering a lot faster and a lot easier, which again, who doesn't want that? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the screen. So we're going to wake her up a little bit because she's been sleeping. We're going to go to our designs here. So the first thing when you turn on your machine, it's going to come up to your designs. One thing I want to point out here is we have it shows you which hoop these particular designs are meant for. Oops, looks like I selected design. It's okay, we can go back to our designs. It's going to show us what hoop these designs are meant for. It's going to also show us what page we're on. So anytime there is a number / another number, that means we are currently on page 3 of 7 pages. So we can turn the page until we find a design that we like, or we can, let's see, let's go back to this one. I like this one. Now it's going to come up to my ready to sew screen, except I want to do some editing to it. So let's go ahead and go back to our menu icon here, which is our sort of home button in a sense. And if you've used another Janome machine, you'll recognize the flower symbol is our designs. Our A through Z is the alphabet or our fonts. And then I want to go to my edit screen, which is this grid. All right, so now it's showing me my design that's on my ready to sew screen. It shows me my percentages, it shows my angles, like my degrees, if I've rotated it all. But I do want to rotate it because now it hasn't been rotated. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I can also rotate it a degree at a time, whatever I choose. And then I'm going to go back, and then I'm also going to increase this. So you can notice there are 2 symbols that look pretty similar. It's going to be a square with a small square and then another square with another small square, except there are arrows pointing that the design is either going to get bigger or larger. So I'm just going to hit this. I'm going to make it larger because this top one is the increase button. And now I have increased that to 120%, and it's also been rotated at 90 degrees. I'm going to go back, And now I could either trash this, I could save this to my machine, or I could save it to a USB stick, or I can also change and turn the page. I could copy and paste this, I could mirror image it. If I wanted to do that, I could mirror image it vertically or horizontally. And then next, I could also I have the lettering icon. Now, I can't actually do anything with the letters currently because you may notice it's kind of grayed out, and that's because I don't have any font on it currently. So it's not going to let me do anything that I can't do. But if I did have a font on it, then I could add more space between the letters, less space. I could curve them on a concave or a convex. And then I could turn the page. I can also change the colors. I can increase, I can zoom in, I can do all kinds of fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK because I'm happy with my design. And now you'll notice it says I'm on my ready to sew screen. But I do want to change a few things, and I want to point out a few more things. So first of all, I want to point out that this is showing me that I am on my M1 hoop. Shows me the size of my design, how long it's going to take, 38 minutes. I have 5 colors, and it's going to take me over 147,000 stitches. And I want to see this design a little bit bigger, so what I can do is I can hit this 4-8 icon, and that's going to show me my design larger, and it's also going to just show me the first 4 colors of my pattern. One more thing that I want to do that is one of my favorite features on this is, let's say I have, this has 5 colors on it, but I actually have 7 threads. And currently this thread color that it's at, ending on the 4, I don't like that. So I could change that. So I'm going to turn my page here, and I'm going to change the colors associated to the color changes. So right now, my first color change is this powder blue, and it is currently this teal color. I'm fine with that. Let's stick to that, and I can just scroll down. The navy blue color is my second color change, and needle 2 is that pink. Let's say I don't like the pink there. I want to do that navy blue, which I have a navy blue on my 7. So what I can do is I can increase my needles until I'm on needle 7 for color change 2. And I can continue to do that for whichever I would like. So now I have color change 5 is going to be, or my needle 5 is going to be on color change 3. And if I'm happy with that, then I can go ahead and select my OK button or my arrow back button, and then I could be ready to sew. And then all I would have to do is press my start button, and then I would be ready to sew, which is pretty exciting because you could see how easy that was. We went through that really quickly. So now let's say I wanted to make some adjustments on an alphabet. I'm going to go to my alphabet function, and I can just type in whatever I wanted. I can also select my fonts here. Let's do the typist. Here, let's go. There we go. Select OK. And then I can switch to a different font. I can also decide if I want it to be entered horizontally or vertically. And now it's just switched to vertically. I can also switch if I want to do small, medium, or large fonts. And then capital or lowercase. I, again, could trash this or save this if I wanted. And then if I said OK, that would start sewing, except I want to do a little bit more editing to that. So now again, I could rotate that if I wanted to in any position, do that a single at a time, and then go back, and then I can turn my page, go to my alphabets, and this is where, see how it's no longer grayed out? This will show me how I can either stretch my letters out, see how those are stretched, the spacing in between each letter is spaced out, and I can curve them, and then I could say okay, and then I can pull this down, and let's turn it, actually let's go back, and then I can copy and paste that, could mirror image that, and then scroll that back up, and then you can do some cool things where you kind of make like a circle of letters. Oops, that was a little too much. Oops. Rotate that, and then you could put a little image in the center or put things around the side, and you could do some pretty cool stuff. And then all I would have to do is press the start button, and then I would be ready to go. And then if I wanted to save that or pull in a design, I could pull in a design there through my USB port on the side. And as you can see, there are some really cool features on this machine. We have 150 built-in designs, the 10 fonts, the 2 and 3 letter monograms. We've got this nice, beautiful, large space for the free arm area here. Another great thing about this free arm is we have a special cabinet that's made specifically for this MB7 called the Ava cabinet, and I'm sure you guys could get your hands on some of those. When you order one of those, I'm sure you could do some sort of deal with that, because it really does add some really nice features as far as when you have some larger items that need, or bulkier items that need that space down below. Having that can be really beneficial, but again, you can have this on any table, which is why it makes it really nice and somewhat portable. So again, if you were doing some sort of cottage business where you went to craft shows or, flea markets, things like that, and you did on-site embroidery, having that cabinet to roll in could be really beneficial. But having this, even just being able to set onto any table, any sturdy table, can work, because it is 43 pounds, so it is a little heavy, but it's not completely unbearable and not unmovable. So that can be a really good benefit to add to this flexibility, as far as it kind of covering the basis of being a really great home embroidery unit, as well as a pseudo commercial for a light industry sort of thing. So as you can see, you can do so much with the MB7. And as you can also see, it's really easy. We've just learned the machine together, and it took not that long. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed learning all about the MB7, because I know I've enjoyed sharing this information with you, because I love sharing the Janome love, and love sharing this with all of our dealers out there. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and a fantastic event, and I hope you guys take a little peek again at the MB7. And again, my name is Miriam Coffee. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.
Well, thanks, Miriam. Great job. And again, guys, she was talking about the MB7, but the specials we have today is the Elena 7 needle and 4 needle. So we're going to show you the pricing and show you the overlay right now on that. Kennedy's going to put that up there. So guys, look at the price. This is the 4 needle. And again, the pricing on this is absolutely crazy. I mean, when we saw the pricing, I told Kyle, I was like, man, I'm thinking about getting one of these myself. This thing is just awesome. And again, we have some special financing. So $39.99. So this is the Elena Expressive 940. Okay, so it's the 940 Elena 940, $39.99, free shipping nationwide to your doorstep, and we have some special financing available if you need it. Give us a call right now, 800-401-8151, or you can just go right to the web, SewingMachinesPlus.com. In the search bar, just type in Elena 940. It'll take you right to the product page, and you can actually buy it without even calling. You can. We've got the price on the website right now. So this was lowered $1,000, right, Kyle?
Yes.
So it was $49.99. This is $1,000 less right now than it currently ever has been. This is the cheapest we've ever had this machine, and so great price on this. And again, you know, I just can't say enough about, you know, the pricing on this and the machine. So it was $54.99 before, so it's actually then $1,500 cheaper. So $1,500 cheaper than it was prior. So a big discount on this. Now, again, I think somebody had asked, is there hat frames available? Yes, there is cap frames available for both of these machines we're showing today. And, you know, both of them are just awesome. And so let's show the 7 needle real quick. And
one thing I want to add is people were asking about the embroidery formats. It's DST and JEF. Just letting you guys know.
Let me go ahead and since we're talking about, I'll just go ahead and talk about some of the features since we're right here. So again, guys, this has, you know, it's the single head 4 needle embroidery machine. It has that 5.7-inch computer screen on it, the display you see. It has the independent bobbin winder, so you can be winding the bobbin while it's embroidering. It has the, you know, start stop button. It has the automatic thread cutter. It has the full rotary hook, which is industrial strength. It has the extra large bobbins on it. It has 4 built-in LED lights, and these are the white LEDs, so it really gives you some good light, and it's bright under you know, over your garment. It has multi languages. Actually, this thing has an interface. It has 12 different languages built in.
Wow.
So whatever you're comfortable reading, Spanish or whatever it is, you can put that language in.
A machine that's bilingual.
Yeah,
wow.
Bilingual machine. It has a USB port in, so you can import designs. It has the direct PC connect. So if you have your computer there and you want to hook it directly to this and send designs over, you can do that as well. And it's compatible with all the Tajima hoops.
Yeah.
So which, you know, that's a great thing too. So you could go buy Tajima hoops as well. Now Tajima, y'all know, they are an industrial company, and they actually make that Juki 8 needle for Juki. And it's got industrial motors in it, and it's a little bit heavier duty. So all those hoops for that machine will fit this one as well. The machine size, now guys, this thing, if y'all can imagine, this thing has a very small footprint. It's 14 inches wide. So if you see the stand it's sitting on right there, those feet, 14 inches wide. It's only about 26 inches tall, all the way up to the thread mask. And then it's 20 inches deep. So basically it's a 14 by 20. I mean, we have hoops that are that big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you could put this is not going to take up very much room at all in your sewing room. It weighs 51 pounds. Now, again, you're probably going to have a little bit of help, somebody to help you move that around. 2 people, it is so easy to move. So once you get it set, it'll be there. Now, you know, also, I wanted to tell y'all, we have the brand new Stay Perfect multi-needle embroidery electric lift table for this. We have one that fits this perfect. So if you wanted to have an electric lift table, we have that as an option too.
I believe it's table A.
It is A.
Specifically, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The screen size, just to give you the exact screen size on that, it's a 4.61 inch by 3.48 inch. So it's got a really nice size display on it. And you know, it stitches 800 stitches per minute. So, you know, a lot of people always want faster, but in embroidery, it's not necessary to have the fastest stitching. You want to have really good stitching. And one thing about these machines, the stitch quality on these are really good. You're not going to be disappointed at all. Now, the maximum embroidery area, that's what everybody always wants to know. It's 9.45 inches by 7.8 inches. So it's about 9.5 by 8, if you could kind of imagine that. So again, it comes with, this one comes with 2 hoops. Now you're going to get a 9.4 by 7.9. So that's going to be a pretty good size hoop. And then you're going to get a 2.5 by 4.3 inch hoop. So that's a smaller hoop. And that's going to cover a lot of your things. Now, there are other sizes available that'll fit this that you can get. But again, it doesn't matter how big a hoop you go. It's only going to have that embroidery area that's going to embroidery. And it's got a really good, it comes with a pretty nice accessory package as well that you're going to get with all this, with all your things that you need. Now, let's talk about that 7 needle. The 7 needle, again, we got a great price on that. $49.99, guys. This is a 7 needle. It's called the Impressive 7 or 970. Expressives 970. And again, price on this, Kyle, was it $69? 67. So almost $2,000 off on this, guys. I mean, this is an incredible price for a 7 needle machine, under $5,000. Again, we have financing available. We're going to ship it free right to your doorstep. You can either give us a call at 800-401-8151, or if you just want to read a little bit more about both of them, you can just go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. In the search bar, just type either the Elena 940 or Elena 970, and it'll take you to the product pages, and you can read all about it. But,
or you can go to smplive.tv, and we've got them both there.
Yeah, they're both there. So again, the 7 needle, now it comes a little bit, it's going to have a few more bells and whistles with it. Now the machine size on this one is just a little bit bigger, but not much. So again, the width on it is going to be 14 inches. It's going to be about 20 inches deep. So the footprint is exactly the same on the 4 needle as the 7 needle. However, this one, it's exactly the same size. It's 26 inches tall, but what's the difference on this? It has a little bit more girth, I guess you'd say, because of where the thread needle's at in electronics. So it's going to be a little wider at that point than the footprint is, but it's still extremely small. And then it's going to weigh just a little bit more weight, but not much. So again, it's a little over 50 pounds. There's not much difference in the 2 machines, guys. It just has, again, 7 needles versus 4 needles. And it's, pretty much loaded up with the same exact things, 800 stitches per minute. Now, it's going to come with 3 hoops instead of 2 hoops. So the 3 hoops it comes with, it has the same embroidery area. It's 9.4 by 7.9. And you're going to get a hoop, a 9.4 by 7.9, which is called an M1 hoop. The M2 hoop is a 5 inch by 4.3 inch. And then the M3 inch is a 2 by 2, a little square hoop. And again, it has a really nice accessory pack that comes with it as well. And so I can't say enough about either one of these machines. And, guys, if you are a big Janome fan and you know how the quality of Janome is, then the Elena machine is the exact same quality. I mean, it's the exact same machines. The quality is unmatched. And, Elena kind of is, Kyle, when you call it maybe that little kind of silent, great machine out there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear a lot of words about Elena, but I'm telling you, even their combo machines, man, they have some really nice combo machines. We sell a ton of Elena, and they just kind of really don't get talked about a lot. I think because Janome name overshadows them so much. But Elena, I tell you what, we have been a big Elena dealer for a long time, and these 2 machines in particular, we have sold, hundreds and hundreds of them. And people absolutely love them. So if you're a Janome fan, here's the difference. It's the name on the machine. That's basically it. The interface is exactly the same. So, the biggest difference right now is it's going to say Elena instead of Janome, and the price is a whole lot cheaper. And so that's a big thing. So we've really got, really good pricing on these. We got a great cost reduction for us to buy some. So we loaded up on these. Guys, we have them in the warehouse ready to ship right today. So we would love, if you are in the market for an embroidery machine, to give them a chance, because I think you'll never be unhappy with them, because we have, like I said, we've sold hundreds of these and everybody absolutely loves them and never have a problem. Yeah, Janome quality. I mean, Janome makes them. So for
And with that 4-needle, I mean, you could get your whole embroidery setup for under $5,000 if you wanted to get accessories and notions and stuff. I mean, you'd be set.
Well, the great thing about it, at $3,900, when you buy the 4-needle, you get it in. You're gonna have everything you need to start.
Exactly.
All the hoop, you got 2 hoops, and you're gonna have enough hoops to cover a wide gamut of what you're gonna do, and that's the great thing about it. And so again, guys, this is a great price. If you've been even thinking about getting into like a home-based business and selling on Etsy or at your local flea market and stuff, this machine is small enough and light enough that 2 people, you could put it in the back of your car. You could take it to the flea market, make hats at the flea market and sell, do custom stuff. It is really cool. And and again, what I tell people too, if you've never even tried a Janome or an Elena, and you don't know the interface, because let's face it, everybody's a little different. If you get Brother, Baby Lock, or Bernina, the interfacings and how you do things, the language, sometimes they call it a little different. It's not bad, but they call stuff a little bit differently. And so it takes a little bit to kind of get used to that. But on these 4 and 7 needles, the learning curve is very low on it. You can get on this thing, and if you've had any experience at all doing embroidery or sewing, you can get on this thing and figure it out really quickly. And again, I tell people, don't be afraid to push the buttons. A lot of people are afraid they're going to mess something up. Just push buttons and learn how everything works on the machine. And there's tons of videos out there. So again, remember, if you want to get this machine and you want to see some videos, you can just Google, or you can just go to YouTube and search MB4 or MB7, the Janome, because it's exactly the same interface. And you can learn all about your machine like that, because I think they're going to have a lot more videos out there than the Elena has. So but anyway, I just wanted y'all to see that. Y'all tell us what you think about that. And again, give us a call at 800-401-8151, or you just go to the website. You can go to smplive.tv. We have both products at the top of the page. You can click on either one. It takes you to the product page. You can read all about it, and you can actually buy it and check out right from there, and you'll get that price. And then if you're on our regular website, our big website, SewingMachinesPlus.com, you can type it in the search bar and find it as well. So 2 great machines, guys. Tell us what you think. That price is pretty crazy, I think. So anyway, I'd love for y'all to give us a call today, and we'll take your order, or just place an order online. All right, guys, that wraps up our show today. Another great demonstration. And I got to say a big shout out to Janome and Elena, and to Miriam Coffee for doing the demonstration. As always, she is fantastic, and I hope y'all seen her, but in the past she's been on our shows before, and just really is good. And hopefully we'll get her again on some of the future shows. So Wolf Guy says it's ridiculous. It is, Wolf Guys. That is when you can say that you can save $1,000 or $1,500 on something, or almost $2,000 actually, it's kind of crazy. That's a lot of money. I'm not
sure on this, but whenever the manufacturers do this, it usually means they're going to have a newer machine coming out in a little bit, and they're getting rid of the old ones. So it's not going to last for a long time.
Well, that price won't, for sure, because we'll run out of machines, I'm sure, before long, because that price, everybody's going to be, so y'all don't delay too long, because when I say we have good stock, we do. I just ordered a bunch of these things, but they're already selling. They started selling even before the show. We got them in on Monday, and they're already selling out just because of the price we put out. So again, just keep that in mind. Don't wait around forever. But we're going to keep that price there as long as we have them in stock. And so y'all make sure that y'all, if you're in the market for one, don't wait too long, because we do have that financing that we can help you out there. So I forgot, somebody just said nice prices. Who was it? I didn't see the name. I'm sorry. But yes, it is nice prices. All right. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed our show. And what we'd like for you to do too is just let us know what you would like to see on future shows. Would you like to see some products that we've never highlighted before? Tell us, if there's some brands or a certain machine that you would like to see. Put it in the chat so we can see it. We would love to accommodate you and show you different type of machines that you've been curious about and haven't seen. We can get it, the machine, and we'll get the educators, and we'll try to give you what you want. So,
and Blaine, I don't know if you noticed this, but on the 7 and the 4 needle, it's actually, somebody's commented about financing. It's actually less expensive to finance the 7 needle than it is the 4 needle. So just letting y'all know.
Well, what happens is there's a bump in how many months that you can because of the price point.
Yeah.
So when the price point of the 7 needle, you go up into another tier of financing, and the payment actually goes cheaper. So it is. You're correct.
So just letting y'all know.
Yeah. If I was going to buy either one of these machines and finance it, I would definitely buy the 7 needle because it's the same. It's affordable.
Right.
And but if I was paying it outright, the 4 needle is a great price. I mean, $3,900. And you think about this. I don't know if y'all know, if y'all are in embroidery now, y'all have a home-based business, but I know so many people out there that, they get an embroidery machine and they start doing hats or they doing cool things. Well, their friend goes, "Oh, that's cool. Can I get one of those? Will you make me one?" And they'll make their friend one. Well, then their friend, somebody sees them and says, "Oh, where do you get that?" "Well, my friend did this for you. You think she'd do one for me? How much would you charge?" And you say, "Oh, well, I'll do it." You'll start charging. That's how a lot of people get into this business and start doing, embroidery at home. Yeah. And you'll be surprised how much money you can make. Embroidery hat, guys, that's the thing I tell people all the time. If you want to have a home-based business, start doing hats. A embroidery hat, like 2-color hat, sells for $30 everywhere you go. And you can buy that hat, the blank. Sometimes you can buy them for less than $5. So that's a pretty good profit on what you're doing. Plus, you can turn those around very quickly. So that hats is a really good business to get into if you're thinking about doing something like that. And then onesies. Onesies are huge because every mama has a baby. She wants to get a onesie on it. And what a better gift to get. I can't tell you how many onesies I've done for some of my friends had their babies. I just put an airplane on it and put their name. If they're a boy. If they're a girl, I always put a kitty cat in their name. And but that's an easy gift. And guess what? You can make some money doing onesies because people buy a ton of stuff for newborns and to celebrate that. So hats and onesies. And I'll tell you another one that is really people don't think about it. Towels. Not big towels, golf towels. Buy the little golf towels, but buy them without the ring in it, the grommet to hold the ring. Just buy the little small towels and embroidery special things on it. People will eat those up. And, especially if you do have people that are in sports or are doing things. I mean, me, myself, just flying airplanes. I fly the radio control airplanes. And I can't tell you how many times I've had towels that I've taken to fly-ins that I went to with my, like my logos and different things on them. And people always ask, "Where'd you get that?" So that is a market too, and it's extremely easy to do, and you can make good money off of them. So, all right, guys, it is time to give some stuff away. I hope you are chiming in. Are they chiming in, Kyle, about what they'd like to see on our show? Awesome. We need some ideas, guys. We want to try to do things for you. All right, so we're going to give some stuff away today. We are going to start out with our event bags. Everybody loves these bags. Now, I don't know if I even talk a lot about these bags, but every single one of them have a unique saying on one side, and then on the other side, they have our information. Now, they're all different. We have some, talks about, I like big hoops and I cannot lie. One says, everybody comes with baggage and mine's full of fabric. So we have different things. And one of them, I think the pink one says they're called quilts, not blankets. And that's a true story, by the way. I got to tell y'all this quick story on this. So Deb Donovan and I were at a Baby Lot convention back. This has probably been 2 or 3 years ago, or probably longer. I can't remember, but all the dealers go to this convention. Well, normally the manufacturers will bring a keynote speaker in, and they had this guy there that was kind of trying to be like a motivational speaker, and he was up, and most of these motivational speakers they'll gear their presentation to whatever company you're with or whatever product it is. And so naturally it was sewing and quilting and embroidery. So he tried to gear his presentation to it. So he was talking about his grandmother. He kept saying his grandmother made all these blankets, and he grew up her making blankets, and just kept saying blankets. And finally somebody in the crowd yelled, "They're called quilts, not blankets." And the whole place just roared and laughed. And I immediately turned to Deb and I said, "Oh, that's going to be a t-shirt." And it did become a t-shirt, but it did come in one of our bags. So that's the story of the They're called quilts, not blankets bag that we got. But guys, we have them in 8 different colors. They're really cool. They're like the permanent shopping bags you get at the grocery stores. They're $49.99 on our website, or you can buy them individually, $9.99 for the 8 different colors. We're gonna give 2 of you out there right now the whole bundle. So Kennedy, let's spin that wheel. Here we go. Julie.
Woohoo,
So
Julie.
Julie has a one name, just like Madonna.
Mhm.
And who else has one names? Beyonce,
Beyonce.
Seal.
Seal. So Julie, one name Julie, watching today from YouTube. You are our winner. So Julie, to claim your prize, you have to go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. Scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all that information completely. Hit submit, and when we get that information, we'll get your bags out to you. All right, Kennedy, let's spin that wheel again and get us a second winner for some bags.
Woohoo.
I just saw my wife's name up there. Oh, I got to tell y'all something here in a minute. Speaking of my wife, Lynette McClure. So Lynette, congratulations. She's watching today from YouTube as well. So Lynette, you just won yourself a set of bags. What we need you to do is go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. Scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, hit submit, and once we get that, we will get your bags out. You have 30 days to claim your prize. All right, before we send our next drawing, we're going to actually give some sew mats away, but I got to tell y'all the story. I almost didn't come today. I almost didn't make it to the show. Did you know that, Kyle? Yeah. So I woke up this morning and I was getting ready, and I told my wife, Michelle, said, well, hey, I got to get going. I got to get to my show. And she goes, it's Wednesday. And I went, is it? I said, oh my gosh, I thought it was Thursday. I was just so confused. And she's like, yeah, it's Wednesday. And I said, no, I think it's Thursday. I said, I had my manager's meeting yesterday and it's always on Wednesday. She goes, pull your phone out. So I pulled my phone out, and sure enough, at the top, it says Thursday, and had the time. And she goes, oh my gosh, I've missed a day. So I don't know, Michelle, where your day went, but you better catch it back up because tomorrow's Friday. So anyway, I almost didn't make it. I almost, I thought it was Wednesday and I wasn't going to come. So I'd have been getting a call probably. Kennedy or Kyle been calling me right before, saying, where are you at?
Yeah.
So I made it, guys. Well, I'm here, and so we had a good time today. But we're going to give one of our sewing mats away. And I tell y'all this every week. If you don't have a sew mat yet, guys, you're doing your machine such a disservice. And the reason I say that, this thing is so functional. For one, it reduces the vibration from your machine to the electronics of the machine, so it dampens all that vibration. The other thing it does, it actually dampens the sound, so it makes it quieter where you're at. So if you do have a newborn or a grandchild that's sleeping next to, if you got them in the sewing room with you to keep out them, the machine's going to be, it makes it quieter, so it's not going to be noisy to them. Even sergers, it quietens it down. It's amazing how serger it quietens. And then the other thing, whatever surface you have it sitting on, it protects that surface. So if you have it sitting on your dining room table or your kitchen island or bar or whatever, or even if you have it sitting on top of one of your aero cabinets and you don't want it to scratch it or mar it up, you set the sew mat on there and it protects it. And then the fourth thing it does, it keeps it in place. This sew mat, whatever you have it sitting on, will not move. It grips really well. So anyway, guys, we have these in 14 different colors right now, and there's 2 of them, or actually 3 of them that only, or maybe 2, that comes in just a few sizes. Now the leopard print only comes in medium and large, and then the blueberry that we have, it's a new color, only comes in extra large. But all the rest of them, we should have all 4 sizes. If you want to know the dimensions of each size, all you have to do is go to SewingMachinesPlus.com, click on the sew mats, it'll take you to that page, and then on each size, it shows you the dimensions. That way you can kind of measure it out and see which one fits for you. But great colors, and then you always look at the ones on the screen right there. The blue, the gold, and the red. That blue is exact Brother blue. We got the code from Brother. The gold is the Baby Lock gold. I got the code from them. And that red is an exact match from Janome and Bernina. So it matches the reds on their machines. So it looks good. And then we have all the other great colors you can match up. And I think right now, my favorite color, I've always told y'all the red, white, blue flag is my favorite. but that new teal color is just really nice. It looks so good. I love the teal. And you know, the other one, you know, the Yaya Han's got that brand new Yaya edition B79 brunette. We have the matte, we have that purple matte, matches it almost exact. It really looks good with it. So you can probably match up a color for your machine real easy. All right, Kennedy, let's give 2 of these away. So spin that wheel.
Ooh.
Wolfgeist.
Nice.
So I know Wolfgeist in the past have asked us to get a snake skin one.
Yes.
So the closest we're going to get Wolfgeist is a leopard print.
Yes. Yes.
But Wolfgeist likes her snake. So congratulations, Wolfgeist. She's watching today from YouTube. So Wolfgeist, we need you to go to SewingMachinesPlus.com. Scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, hit submit, and we'll get your mat out to you. Most importantly, in the notes section down there where you claim your prize, just put what color sew mat you want and what size. And you have 30 days to claim your prize. All right, Kennedy, we're gonna give one more of these away, so spin that wheel. Karen Martin. So congratulations, Karen. She's watching today. Excuse me. She's watching today from YouTube. So Karen, to claim your prize, you got 30 days. You need to go to SewingMachinesPlus.com, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information. Most importantly, in the notes section, put what color of sewing mat you want and what size, and we'll get those out to you. All right, next up, we are going to give a $100 gift card to Sewing Machines Plus. Guys, it's very simple. If you win this, we will email you a gift card code, and all you have to do is put that in at checkout, and it will save you $100 off your purchase. But it has to be over $100 because we don't give change back.
Yes.
There you go. All right, so Kennedy, spin that wheel. Got a frog in my throat this morning. Bird Dog 1949. Is that the same Bird Dog?
Yes.
So Bird Dog, we highlighted on the show, Bird Dog 1949 won a $100 gift card. So congratulations, Bird Dog, watching today from YouTube. To claim that gift card, you just need to go to SewingMachinesPlus.com, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information complete, hit submit, and we will email you back that gift card code, and you have 30 days to claim it. All right, next up, we are going to give away a Brother sewing and embroidery machine. This is an LB5000. Guys, this is an incredible machine, 4x4 hoop area. This is a perfect machine to put in your camper, take on vacations, go to your retreats, whatever you want to do. It's so lightweight and easy to carry, but it is powerful. My sister actually, Robin, has one of these machines, an LB5000, and we got her, I think me and my other sister and my mom, I think we got it for her for Christmas one year, or birthday, one of the two, but I think it was her Christmas present one time. Great machine. Anyway, guys, one of you lucky viewers are going to win this right now. So Kennedy, spin that wheel. Patricia Patterson. So congratulations, Patricia. You're watching today from YouTube as well. So you just won yourself a embroidery sewing machine from Brother, LB5000. So that was awesome. So Patricia, to claim that machine, you have 30 days to do so. You need to go to SewingMachinesPlus.com, scroll down toward the bottom where it says claim my prize, fill out all the information complete, hit submit, and from there we'll handle it. We'll get it shipped right out to you. Awesome. So some great prizes. Some congratulations to all the winners today. Hey, and I've got an important announcement. Y'all hold on to your seats. This has just been a newsworthy item that's just been handed to me. Sewing Machines Plus is happy to announce we've lowered our minimum purchase to get free shipping from $49.99 down to $35. Now you get free shipping for any item over $35. That's pretty big, guys. That's almost $15 lower, Kyle. So now $35 gets you free shipping. Any purchase over $35 gets you free shipping nationwide. That is awesome news, guys. So I wanted to share that with y'all. And so congratulations to all of our winners. And guys, thank y'all so much for being in the SMP Nation and joining. We would love for y'all, if you haven't done so yet, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go like our Facebook page. The more people we get on there, the more prizes we can keep, providing for y'all at the shows and all our big festivals. And but anyway, guys, make sure y'all tune in next Tuesday. Kennedy's going to have her show. It's called Takeover Tuesday. You don't want to miss it. She's always doing some really cool projects and things. And then Thursday next week, we'll have our show with me and the gang. So you don't want to miss that as well. We're always got some good stuff coming. And we're going to look at y'all's suggestions of what you wanted for shows. And you never know, we might have your suggestion up here. And you know what, Kyle? We may give them a prize, who's ever suggesting we use. So make sure y'all chime in and let us know. And even after this video's over, if you want to do, you can go down under the videos on Facebook and YouTube and put chats in there. You can always suggest it there. Once we end the stream today and you can't chat there, you can do it there. So, all right, guys, we hope that you have a great rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see y'all next week.